Beast wishes him luck in reaching the Primal Mana Stone, a legendary gem whose radiance outshines every other stone in existence. Then it flaps its fins away, and Alan snaps back to reality just as Lucas finally reaches him. When his senior demands to know what he is holding, Alan casually replies that it is a Phantom Beast's blessing. Bro stares at him for a long second, clearly debating whether the fall scrambled his brain. He insists that a Phantom Beast literally handed him its scale, but Lucas is not buying that nonsense. Back at their master's lab, Alan shares the same story about his shiny new scale. Klaus asks Lucas for a clean report on what exactly happened down there, but he tells him to leave out the part about the Phantom Beast and the Demon Core. He says he will personally discuss those matters with the other Mage Lords. Then he turns to Alan and finally delivers the words the kid has been waiting to hear. Lord Klaus states that since Alan found the material, it only makes sense that he should be the one to refine it and carve it into a magic stone. He grants him full authority to use anything inside his research lab. While he arranges the specialized tools required for the task, however, he instructs Alan to go and choose his own grimoire first. Just the thought of selecting his very own grimoire sends a surge of excitement through him, and he grabs his senior before rushing out of the room. The two arrive at a massive gate bound tightly in heavy chains. Once it opens, Alan steps inside and finds himself staring at an enormous library, shelves upon shelves stacked to the ceiling with countless grimoires waiting to be chosen. The bells begin to ring as they announce the start of the grimoire selection ceremony, and all the grimoire smiths turn with excitement to see who will choose a grimoire this year. However, their expressions shift when they notice that the participant is just an unassuming slave boy who has only stayed there for 2 days. They begin to question how someone like him even gained the right to take part in such an important ceremony at all. They assume that his participation itself feels foolish, since a slave like him could never realistically hope to receive a grimoire in the first place. A girl points out that a grimoire once glowed for Lord Klaus during his ceremony, but another guy quickly dismisses that claim as nothing more than an exaggerated urban legend. He argues that he checked the records in the memoria, and insists that it only showed a slight twinkle instead of anything dramatic. His receptionist watches with clear anticipation, and wonders if Alan truly intends to go through with this attempt, despite the odds. He reaches the entrance of a massive chamber, and asks if that is where the grimoires are kept, and Lucas confirms that the place is known as the Grimoire Archive. He explains that it serves as the storage for grimoires that still wait for a master to claim them. Lucas tells Alan to pay close attention and explains that a grimoire chooses its user, not the other way around under any circumstance. He warns him never to touch the grimoires placed on the shelves, because one will come forward on its own if it accepts him. If nothing responds, he must leave empty-handed without forcing anything at all, so Alan clearly understands that no selection means no reward. Lucas further explains that this rule is exactly why it is called the right to participate in the ceremony, rather than a guaranteed outcome. He adds that mages who lack sufficient experience often fail to gain acknowledgement from any grimoire at this stage. In that case, Alan would need to refine his abilities through missions before he earns another chance to participate again in the future. Before Alan steps inside, Lucas hands him a unique golden ball that immediately draws his attention with curiosity. Before Alan can even question it, the ball suddenly grows wings and begins to fly around on its own. Lucas explains that it is a mystery mousecatool, which allows them to observe everything Alan sees from a distance. He adds that this exists purely to prevent cheating, and that broadcasting the feed to the memoria serves as standard procedure for every participant. Lucas tells him that he must already be appearing on the memoria at that moment, and the other grimoire smiths watch his surprised expression as it reminds them of their own ceremonies in the past. Lucas reassures him not to worry and says that he will wait outside for him before wishing him good luck with a calm smile. Alan then steps into the archive and begins to walk forward while he takes in the unfamiliar surroundings. Soon he notices that the entire place feels completely silent, yet he senses something breathing, as if the space itself lives like a creature. He slowly turns around when a faint light catches his attention, and then realizes that not all the books in the archive are actual grimoires.